Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome to our latest webcast that we're bringing you from Travel Weekly as part of our continued Roadmap to Recovery series. And you'll see that I'm joined today by Antonio Paradiso, who is, of course, the Managing Director, UK and Ireland at MSC Cruises. Antonio, it's been a while. How are you?
I'm fine, and buon pomeriggio to everyone. I hope you're doing well. Nice to be in touch with you again.
Absolutely. And obviously there's a reason why we've got you on, and a number of exciting things happening at MSC as things are starting to feel a little bit better. But you are announcing something quite exciting today about Virtuosa, but I won't steal your thunder. You tell us all about it.
Well, it's a rather exciting day for MSC. We have several announcements. As far as the UK is concerned, probably the most important of all is the fact that we have decided to further extend the season of MSC Virtuosa in the UK. So I'm proud to say we will have our longest summer season from the UK ever. So long story short, pretty much everyone knows that MSC Virtuosa is coming back to the UK after a rather successful season last summer. And so, you know, new hardware, MSC Virtuosa was awarded as the ship of the year last year. So a brand new hardware, great ship. More importantly, more choice in terms of itineraries. And we've been so impressed with the booking trends we've been seeing in the past few weeks that by popular demand, we have decided to further extend the season. So basically, I'm adding an extra month of sailings.
Yeah.
And so MSC Virtuosa will be arriving at the end of April, and she will leave the UK shores in early November.
Wow. Wow. Okay, let's come on in a second to talk about the sales and trading, which has obviously encouraged you to make this decision. But just remind us then, she's got a number of different types of sailings, from 2 nights to 12 nights up to the Baltic, 14 nights to the Western Med. So just give us a flavour of what people could be booking on Virtuosa out of the UK then this year.
So we have an open dialogue with both the travel agents and the customers, and surprise, we do listen to their feedback. So I've heard so many things, over the years. So the intention here was to have such a variety of itinerary that basically ticked everyone's boxes,
Yeah.
So we, as you rightly said, we have 5 mini cruises. We've never had so many, and not just at the beginning or the end of the season, pretty much like everyone does. We also have an amazing mini cruise right in the middle of August. So we have, as you said, 2 nighters, 3 nighters, 4 nighters, up to 2 weeks holidays, to cruises to the Med or to St. Petersburg, so the Baltics.
Yeah.
In time, people always said, Antonio, would be nice, to go to the Canaries, spend more time and do all the Canaries together. So we've got that as well. We've got some beautiful itineraries going to the Canaries. The West Med, we're covering that. We're doing the Norwegian fjords, North Cape.
Wow.
So we usually say there's a cruise for everyone, and in addition to that, there's a cruise for every season. So according to the weather,
Yeah,
we are providing, I believe is the right itinerary at the right time of the year. So I think
the extra month that you're adding on the end, Antonio, what are those cruises then for those last? I think you've got 4 sailings that you're adding on at the end.
Indeed. So we have another 14-nighter to the Med. Then we have a 1-week cruise, East Atlantic, so basically the northwest of Spain, France, and Portugal. And then we finish on a high. It's half term, so we want to bring the families to the Canaries.
Yeah.
And we have this beautiful 12-nighter. So we finish on a high, and then, of course, MSC Virtuosa will leave the UK and head into Italy on the 4th of November. So. Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds fantastic. As you say, so many different options there for people, and crucially sailing out of the UK, which is going to be so important. And you mentioned it was because of the demand, the great bookings over the last few weeks. So just tell us about that. Agents have obviously been, seeing a pickup in interest and booking.
Indeed. So every year you learn something new. So last year was the year of the new to cruise, and I'm still seeing those trends in 2022. but I would have never thought that ex-UK sailings were going to be even more popular than flying cruise, like the Med or the Caribbean. So what we've seen lately is that the ex-UK sailings are by far the most sold, product for 2022. Probably this is also due to the current scenario where there's, in UK, I think we are in a better shape compared to other countries. So I'm pretty sure that flying cruise to the Med will pick up soon.
Yeah.
But right now I'm seeing that more and more customers, probably that's the result of also of last year's investment. They're willing, to board a ship from UK shore, so in this case, Southampton, and, visit as many destinations as possible in the most hassle-free way available. So I believe, especially when you have itineraries rich in destinations such as the Baltics, I believe that doing that, visiting all those lovely countries, all those lovely destinations with a cruise ship is much, much easier than just flying or driving to these.
And of course, you look after everything, don't you? That, all the different entry requirements to each port of call. So it makes it simpler in a time when things are still a bit complex.
Indeed, you spot on, because that's exactly what I'm hearing from customers and travel agents. Before you even start traveling, there's so many requirements, there's so many things that you need to check before you even leave your country. So as you rightly said, cruise lines are actually looking after all of that. So we are the ones engaging with each and every country included in the itinerary. So we know ahead in advance, what the requirements are and what's expected,
And have you had to change your itineraries at all for this summer? Or are you quite confident that you'll be able to keep them intact? But, because obviously we don't know what some of the entry requirements are going to be and things are changing all the time. Are they pretty much as you wanted them to be, or have you had to, adapt a little bit?
I'm probably been rather optimistic, because last year I was negative and I nailed it, because I said it's going to be cruises around Britain. I didn't make any promises, and as you've noticed, that's exactly what happened. I genuinely believe that the situation will improve drastically from spring onwards.
Right.
So right now, my gut feeling is saying that yes, we will go ahead with those brand new itineraries. And I think after 2 years, people now want to start visiting foreign countries again.
Yeah.
We all deserve a break. We all want to try something new, something different. And I hope that those itineraries will perfectly serve that purpose,
Okay, good. All right. Well, you're obviously confident in this because you've got a new TV campaign to promote it. So tell us a little bit about that. I think it starts in March. Is that right?
Indeed. Well, by default, Lucy, I need to be positive. I need to believe in what we do and that things will just get better. And yes, so we've had a really good January. So based on that, we are now confident to invest in a TV campaign. So it's a new TV campaign for MSC Cruises in the UK. It's all themed around the concept, only the sea. So only the sea can basically give you certain emotions or certain feelings or certain vibes. So the campaign is all about that. We will go big in March and try to be on as many TV channels as possible. Just to mention a few: ITV, Channel 4, Sky, Video on Demand. So I think March is the right period to further enhance or improve our investments.
And is the call to action on those adverts to travel agents?
Yeah, predominantly to travel agents. And I just want to say the TV campaign is on top of all the things we're already doing with the trade.
Yeah.
I just want to remind everyone that we currently have an all-inclusive campaign. So I invite everyone to book their cruise now, because I can see in the future that the prices will go up. So this is the right time to book. And also for the UK market, we always include gratuities. So that's included in the price. So as I said, it's all about making things easy for everyone, a hassle-free experience. And yeah, the TV campaign, I believe, is just the icing on the cake. So it will further amplify the message we're trying to convey.
And why do you say you think the prices will go up? Because presumably more ships will be coming online as we get further into the year. So there'll be more capacity around. It won't be that it will be a squeeze. So why do you think prices are going to go up?
Because the demand is going to go up. So I think you'll agree with me. Many people have not had the holidays they wanted to,
Yeah.
in the past couple of years. We've all been saving, and we all want to spend the money when we find, the right destination or the right holiday.
Yeah.
And I think 2022 is probably when people, including ourselves, will finally have the opportunity to do what we wanted to do 2 years ago or last year, and we never had the chance to do that.
Brilliant. So, yeah, absolutely. And all right, but you're also extending the agent cruise giveaway, aren't you, as kind of part of this announcement?
Indeed, we are rather generous, so we're further extending the bigger cruise giveaway. So our sales team, of course, we're pushing for that, and we're more than happy, to reward the travel agents. I think we have received so much support in the past couple of years that it's our time, to give back. It's still, a challenging period, but I think if we all work together, we should be able to bounce back and start putting more smiles on people's faces. Because I think we've all done with this doom and gloom and people being sad and upset and all that. We need to be a little bit more optimistic. So
I think, what are you doing? Adding another 30 possible cruises that agents can win, which is phenomenal. It's brilliant.
Indeed, that's on top of the 30 we've already been giving away during the month of January. So that's on top. And then we also have another rather successful campaign, which is the MSC Agents League, which is run in partnership with Chelsea Football Club. So every time an agent makes a booking, they get the chance, to win a ticket, either a standard ticket or a VIP experience at Stamford Bridge. So whether they support Chelsea or not is always an amazing experience. And we are seeing more and more agents basically taking advantage of such an amazing opportunity. And we are also inviting agents, to share photos and pics of the amazing day they had, at Stamford Bridge. So that's going ahead as well. So, yeah.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, it definitely feels, doesn't it, like things are getting back to normal. And just before we move on, you said there, everybody's been saving their money. They've not been away. Are you seeing people trading up, Antonio? Are you, the bookings that are coming through, are they for perhaps a higher category of room type, or are they going for longer cruises? What are you seeing in the trends, the bookings?
So what I'm seeing is that people want to spend more money. So they probably believe it's time that they have, the holiday they deserve. And yes, I'm seeing people upgrading their experience. So the yacht club on board of MSC is selling really fast. We've never seen this before. So that's really encouraging. And another thing I've noticed is that if before they would have booked a mini cruise or a 1 week cruise, now they are trying to spend 2 weeks at sea. So yes, I've seen such a trend, and as I said, that's really encouraging for us, because that means that we can provide even a better experience to all of our customers. So I hope may longer continue. So
but get in quick if you want to book a yacht club.
I would highly recommend to do so, yes, because I genuinely believe in what I said. This is the right time to book. I can only see things, going up.
All right, good advice. Now, we're talking about trends, and of course, another trend is the popularity of the Middle East. Dubai, very popular with our market. And so you've got another announcement to do with that. So I'll let you take it away.
So for the very first time, we will be spending, we will extend the season in Dubai. Historically, ships get there between November and December. By the time we reach March, the ships go back to the Med or come back to the UK. But we've seen such strong trends for Dubai, especially from the UK, so that I'm expecting the UK to be one of the best-selling markets. So there's such a demand for Dubai that we believe it's great, to extend the season up until June. So for the very first time, we're having a ship in Dubai from basically December, so which has just passed, until June. So we're adding 3 extra months.
Wow.
And the ship is a ship very close to my heart. It's MSC Bellissima, For those of you who don't know, that was a ship that was launched in the UK. So
I mean, you'd have to have been living under a rock not to have known that you launched that ship in the UK, Antonio. It was wild. It was brilliant.
thank you. And so it's definitely a win-win. Dubai is such a popular destination now. That we have so many British customers booking Dubai. It's always one of our best-selling products. Even despite the pandemic, Dubai has always sold really, really well. So we see an opportunity there, and we are positioning one of our best ships, MSC Bellissima.
Yeah.
So,
and she sails I know she's based in Dubai, but goes to Abu Dhabi, Doha. So it's quite a nice itinerary around.
Nice itinerary, very exotic, I would say.
Yeah.
I think the weather is just perfect in those months as well. So, and I've seen that, especially these TikTok generations, all the people who are particularly keen on social media, it seems like Dubai has become an extension of London. You have so many people just flying to Dubai to, shoot their videos and post them on social media. So it's a really trendy destination at the moment. And as I said, from what I've seen, we already have MSC Virtuosa in Dubai, and she's doing really well. Then, I want Virtuosa back. She's coming back to the UK. So we said, okay, which ship we're going to use? MSC Bellissima. There you go, the answer. And
you think that will be, you want travel agents to really get behind that in the UK to really push that. As you say, it's very popular. It's seen as a safe destination.
Yes, indeed. But I think I'm also doing the agents a favor, because they will have customers going to them and saying, I want to go to Dubai in April.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in Dubai during the month of April?
I've been a few times. Can't remember if I've been in April now. Why?
It's full of Brits.
Okay. Okay.
So all I'm saying, it's the demand is already there. So the fact that we finally have a cruise ship sailing in those months, I think, is just a great opportunity for everyone, not just for MSC, but for the entire trade community.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hope they get behind that. And just tell us, on a wider picture for MSC, because I know you haven't got all your ships back in the water yet, but close to it. Are you hoping to have, I think you've got 19 ships in your fleet. Where are you at? When will they all be sailing again and operating?
So step by step, we are basically putting more ships back at sea. Our plan is to have all the 19 ships back into operation, by the beginning of summer. Of course, we need to be agile and flexible and adapt, of course, our deployment according to, the different stages of this pandemic. Every country is in a different phase of the pandemic, but we are definitely increasing the capacity in the West Med, in the East Med, in the Caribbean, in the UK, as you know. That's why I'm extending the season. And then when the time is right, we will further increase also our presence in Asia. So as I said, different parts of the world have a different speed at the moment. So
yeah, there's lots of Asia that's not open yet. So, but in time.
Yeah, the goal is to have all the 19 ships back into operation. The deployments are ready, so the itineraries are ready. And we just hope that things will continue to improve so that we can definitely, tick all the boxes and have all the 19 ships back.
It's at some point in 2022.
In 2022, yes. Okay. Our goal is between June and July to have all the ships up and running. So I hope we'll succeed.
Okay, good stuff. And of course, you've got 2 new ships due to come into service this year as well. Are they still on track? I think you've got Seascape and World Europa. Is that right?
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Everything on track, everything. So we are not postponing anything. We are really keen on having those ships. I'm actually really excited about both prototypes of ships, especially MSC World Europa. But in addition to that, also, next year we'll also start our luxury experience, our luxury adventure. So we're the first explorer ships. So as I said, there's never a dull moment at MSC. There's always something going on. But yes, we are really excited about what's going to happen in the next 12 months. So new ships, opportunities, new itineraries. And we just hope that things will get better and better.
Yeah. And private islands for you are becoming more important. You've got your fantastic private island. What are plans there? Because I know lots of lines are saying actually they can control everything when it's completely their own venue. Is that something that you see MSC going more towards?
Yes, so we already have our own island, so Ocean Key, and Ocean Key, of course, is included in some of our Caribbean itineraries. So we didn't really have the opportunity to fully exploit the potential of the island because we basically opened the island.
Opened it, and then the yeah.
6 weeks before the pandemic. So we're actually looking forward to fully, enjoy the island, especially our customers. So I've had customers who have been there, and they said, Antonio is such an amazing, the whole concept of having a marine reserve, is just amazing, and that further, confirms our commitment, to a better environment, to sustainability. So we definitely want to build on that. So we want to finally enjoy the island and all that island has to offer. But of course, we're always looking for new opportunities, whether that be land, sea, sky. I don't know. Sky's the limit.
Oh, what? See, you're teasing us now.
Oh, no.
What else? What else? I know the MSC group is, trying to invest in an airline. I mean, you've got all sorts going on. As you say, you never sit still really at your company, or certainly at the big parent company. So there's lots going on. But private island wise, just to finish up on that, do you think you'll, stay looking within the Caribbean, or are there other parts of the world that you could look at opening islands?
Well, for the time being, the Caribbean, of course, we've got this Banias, island in the Gulf, so in the Arabic Gulf, and so that's already part of the experience we provide in that part of the world. Right now, I cannot confirm or deny anything, but as I said, there's always an evolution when it comes to the cruise industry. There's always something new and something exciting coming our way. But for the time being, I would highly recommend to our customers, to take advantage of Ocean Key, because it's a money can buy experience, believe me.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Conscious of your time, Antonio, but just I guess for all the agents watching this, and it's been tough, your sales team haven't been able to get out and about as much. I know they've been doing a fantastic job, but what are we likely to see in the UK for your key partners and perhaps new agents who might have put passengers on board those round UK sailings that you ran last year? And tell us what we've got in store for the trade. I know you've got your big giveaway going on, but what else can we look forward to?
So first of all, we have some big webinars, planned with our travel agents. Actually, next week, Steve and I will attend a rather big one with all of our key accounts. So first of all, I would like to say that the MSC sales team has always been available for the trade. Throughout the pandemic, I always said I want the whole sales team working. So we've always been there since day one, and we did our best, to support everyone in such a challenging period. What's changing, especially when it comes to our regional sales managers, whilst before they were mainly working from home, now they're back on the road, back on the streets. So 2 or 3 days a week they will be visiting travel stores. There's so much, to share with the trade community, and we need to make sure that we bring them, up to speed with what's happening at MSC. So they will see more of our sales team visiting them in the coming weeks and months. So we spoke about the webinars, so there will be at least 1 or 2 webinars each month. In addition to some other events that I cannot share right now, but Lucy, we will announce them in due course, but there will be other opportunities for us, to meet in person, because I think that's what we're all looking forward to. You know? I think we're done with Zoom and Teams, it would be nice, to finally get together, come together and, spend some quality time. But definitely webinars, incentives. As I said, we have our promotional campaign right until, the end of March. And then, we will share more in the coming weeks.
And chances for agents to get on board at Virtuosa when she's sailing this whole season this summer, even if, might you be able to get people down there to see her on turnaround days?
That's all coming. We will share more and more in the coming weeks, but we want to get ready for the arrival of MSC Virtuosa. So January is done and dusted.
Yeah.
We're approaching February, so we're excited. Spring is coming, so we want the sun to shine. We want to start being a little bit more, happy and excited about things. And definitely we want to gear up for the arrival of Virtuosa. So there will be different incentives and campaigns that we'll be running with the travel agents. But of course, we want to have as many of them as possible on board the ship. Many of them have seen the ship last year.
Of course, yeah.
Some more exciting ideas that we will disclose, closer to date. Also, because some of the opportunities are done hand in hand with other bodies of the industry. So again, all I can say is stay tuned, because there's a lot going on.
All right. Okay. Well, listen, you've given us loads to think about today anyway, and we'll just get you back on to talk about some of the other initiatives that you've got coming up later this year. But we wish you every success for the extended season of Virtuosa, for Bellissima in the Gulf. I'm sure she'll go down a storm, and for everything really. Just we wish you all the best. And thank you so much for joining us today, Antonio.
Thank you, Lucy, and thank you to everyone. As we say in Italy, grazie.
Lovely. Ciao. See you soon.
Bye.